to Your Tutor Online video lessons. Today I'm going to teach you about long division and how to handle remainders. This is the second in a series of videos on long division. So if you want to see just the very basic introduction one, go ahead and look for that video on my YouTube page. But today we're going to look at remainders. First, let me get an example problem up for you to take a look at. The one we're going to be working with today. Okay, I'm going to try a good remainder problem here. 4 going into 4, 7, 7. Now, everything starts off exactly the same as your basic long division problem like we had in our first video. You start going from left to right and ask how many times does the divisor go into the dividend. So 4 goes into 4 one time, that goes on top, and 1 times 4 is 4, goes to the bottom. We subtract, and 4 minus 4 is 0. We bring down the next number for 7, and we repeat that process all over again. 4 goes into 7 one time, 1 times 4 is 4, and we subtract again to end up with a 3. So you can see that a little bit better. We bring down one more number all the way to the bottom, the 7, and we ask that question one more time. How many times does 4 go into 37? And it is 9 without going over. 9 times 4 is 36, and that will go down here. We subtract, and we end up with 1. Now we look up here, and there are no numbers left to pull down. So what we're dealing with here with the 1 is what's known as a remainder. We have 3 choices for what to do with that 1 as a remainder. We can either just simply write it next to the answer at the top, which would be just remainder 1. We can write it as a decimal, or we can write it as a fraction. I'll show you all 3 possibilities. Now the remainder is 1, so the very simplest way to write it is just a big letter R and a 1 for remainder. 119 remainder 1. Another way to do it would be take that remainder, write it as a little 1, then a fraction bar, and then the number we are dividing by, which is 4. So the answer here would be 119 and 1/4. And then the last way is this: we can just keep on going and make a decimal. Add our decimal here. It's an unwritten 0, which can come down to our 0. How many times does 4 go into 10? 4 goes into 10 twice to give us 8. Make sure that decimal stays up there. 4 times 2 is 8. And we're going to subtract, get 2, and we can add another 0. We can keep on going as long as we need to. 4 goes into 20 5 times. And 4 goes into 20 an even number of times. And now it's just like we had our original problem with without a remainder at all. It looks the same, except this time we're dealing with decimals. Well, that's the very basics of long divisions with remainders. Keep your eyes out for future videos. There's going to be a couple in this series about long division, and I'll be putting up links here as they become available. Well, thanks so much, and happy studying.